Hey guys, welcome back to the channel here. Thank you so much for joining me on my desk. As you guys can see, another day, another Ninja Turtles review. Again, this is part of my couple of figures of Super 7 Ultimates that I got that were on sale. This is, as you can see, Rocksteady, which I've already taken out of the box. So we'll toss it aside. Again, with the awesome packaging. I've said this in every video that I've done for these figures, but great job whoever's designing this, Rocksteady there, the nice embossed logo, and of course the ultimate logo there on the top. And then on the back here, again, same as the others, Ninja Turtles. And as you open this, of course, you get the blurb on Rocksteady, Mutant GI Mauler and Shredder's #1 Thug. Love the description of these guys. Again, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. As you turn this, again, first impressions, this thing's humongous, so very similar to the other figures, Bebop and all the other ones that I have anyway. That's what prompted me to get these, is other than the sale price, was how big these things are. So it's awesome. So you guys can see them. As I said in my other review as well, these can be displayed in the packaging really well. So if you're collecting to just keep like this, I think it works out. I'll get this open and then we'll see what this guy is all about. Hey guys, so Rocksteady here. I'm overall happy with this figure. I think similarly to the Bebop figure that I recently opened, it does have some shortcomings. I got this on sale, so I think the fact that I got it on sale kind of softens a bit of the blow of some of the shortcomings with this figure. But as far as what it comes with, you get again your weapon rack there with manhole cover, which is essentially used to be used as a shield, a knife, some grenades, and I guess his machine gun there. These are cool if you like to use the extra accessories. This kind of just gets put away for me, so we'll put that away. You get pretty much the exact same accessories, but this time they're actually colored. You get a second set. You get grenades, which is kind of cool. They're really nicely painted in green and sort of gray silver there. You get 3 of them, so that's cool. You get his again, his gun or machine gun, whatever rifle whatever this is supposed to be. This is painted differently than the weapon that's on the rack. It's got a bit of a darker gray, and it even looks like there's some kind of flakes in the paint. But it's done well enough, I think, for me. So we'll put that aside. We also do get another manhole cover. Again, this is to be used as a shield. At least the original toy was also the same way. So, and you get some nice printing there, City Sewers. So that's cool. You get an extra pair of hands. And these are just fists, essentially. And they've got some nice sort of joints here, which is pretty cool. And then you also get the knife that he's holding there in his hand. That's really cool, which could then, it's actually probably a good segue into some of the shortcomings that I noted about the figure. For one, these hands, again, very similar to Bebop. It's really hard to get accessories in there, so I would recommend you maybe warm these up in some warm water to loosen up some of the plastic. But once it's in, it's in. So you see him there holding his knife. The other thing was the legs are a little loose, not as loose as Bebop, and it always seems to be the same leg on the same side. This one, it's not as bad as Bebop, but it's something to be noted considering how big and hefty these guys are, that you do have to play around with it and sort of make sure he doesn't sort of fall on his back. And other than that, some of the joints out of the box, it's interesting. Some are really loose and some are really tight. Like the ankle here was extremely tight. Yep. So it almost feels like you're gonna break it. So I would maybe give that a bit more time. Maybe warm that up run that over under some warm water. But then, as I said, this leg's like really loose. But again, it's something that I've kind of learned, unfortunately, to deal with or expect with figures nowadays, like a bit of a hit and miss. Other than that, what worries me too is, I guess, these shells, which are nicely done. There's some nice detail. I'm assuming this may be like sort of, it's molded into the belt, it looks like. So just be a little careful when you sort of stretch the legs a little too far apart with that hold in place. But I think moving on to the positives, definitely the size and presence that he has. I mean, the big rhinoceros head definitely sticks out. But the size overall of this figure, when I think back to the original turtle figures that I used to have, this definitely dwarfs it. And I think, again, Super 7's done a good job of essentially grabbing the original toy, making it a bigger size, and then, of course, adding more articulation to it because you can move the arms out. You can't rotate them like you could on the original figure. I don't believe the original figures had elbow joints, at least from what I remember. So this one does. Not only can you turn their hands fully around if that's your thing, but there's actually joints to move them side to side, which is pretty cool. You get waist rotation, which the belt here on the waist kind of gets in the way sometimes. But again, at least you can move him left and right. And then the legs, as I said, the belt here kind of gets in the way on this guy, but you've got, here in this joint, you got knee joints, which that they also do rotate there. And the legs here, the feet, they rotate on here. And you also can move them up and down. Again, they're just really stiff. And they're also, I guess, you can move them left or right here. So there is definitely way better articulation than what was included in the original sort of figures. I do like the way the sort of the uniform here is done. Is not just a plain black. It's like rubber or at least softer plastic, and there's a lot of detail here on the body itself. You could see a lot of the rhinoceros skin. I think they've done a great job. And then the head itself, sort of like the same thing. I love the little hat with the goggles there. But the face, I think it's done again really, really well. I love all the wrinkles, the eyes, the teeth, the horns. I think great job, definitely there. There you go. And the head also does turn completely, if that's your thing. You have to play around with it a bit because, like I said, he's so big, and with one of my joints being pretty loose, you don't want him to sort of take a tumble. But this thing has a lot of presence. As a comparison, here he is next to Bebop there. And again, I think these two go awesomely together. So if you have them both, congrats. These are, I think they look awesome together. So there's Bebop from the same line from Super 7. Here he is next to Leo there, again from the same line, and I guess you can see this guy definitely dwarfs Leo there. We'll put him, here he is next to Metalhead, and again you could see it there, extreme size difference. Rocksteady is definitely much, much bigger. We'll move these two guys out of the way, and we'll bring in NECA movie turtle. You guys could see him. There's Mikey. So you guys again could see how huge Rocksteady is from this line here. And then here he is next to Donatello, again from NECA, but this is more of the animation type style figure there. I think this scale actually works, at least the movie one with this guy. Bebop and Rocksteady were always like huge characters anyway, so that works. Here he is next to a original, I guess, Donnie. This is a reissue that came out. I mean, I got this years ago, but it's a reissue nonetheless, not an original. So, but again, that looks humongous. It looks funny. And then I think I had Optimus Prime sort of sitting here, so why not? There you go. There's a bit of a size difference. Again, as I said, I got this on sale, so I think I paid around like $30 for it. So I'm fine with that price for these figures. Again, I think originally these figures were around $50, and I don't know if I could have justified that with some of the loose joints and things like that. But I am happy with it overall. But you guys could see them there. I think Bebop and Rocksteady will make a fine addition to anyone's collection there. And then Yeah, so I'm definitely happy with this toy. And then some last comparisons here to some Storm Collectibles, King and Sanjeev there from Street Fighter on the left, and King is from Tekken. But there you go, Rocksteady standing there next to King and Sanjeev. Would definitely, I think, recommend this toy if you can get him on a sale at a cheap price. I think definitely has presence. I love the size. I love the way they modernize some of the joints. So that's always awesome to see. So I am happy with it. But thank you so much. If you made it to the end of the video, if you have any questions, please leave a comment, let me know. But thank you so much for your very valuable time. And I will see you next time.